Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, A.V.I.T.A Medical Incorporated just filed an 8K announcing a big leadership change, and I am seeing a clear path to a new CEO taking the helm. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company is bringing in a new permanent CEO and board chair, and the details of his compensation package are quite interesting. Alright, let us dive into this filing from A.V.I.T.A Medical Incorporated. This is a current report filed on the 30th of April 2026, detailing some very significant changes within the company's leadership. The main event here is the appointment of a new president and chief executive officer, also known as the CEO. On the 29th of April 2026, the board of directors decided to bring in Cary Vance to lead the company as CEO starting the 30th of April 2026. This means he is officially taking over. Mr. Vance is not exactly new to the company though. He has been a director since April 2023 and has actually served as interim CEO and executive chairman of the board since October of 2025. So this is more of a permanent confirmation of his role. In addition to becoming the permanent CEO, he will also continue to serve as an executive member of the board. Cary Vance is 60 years old and has a lot of experience. He has been on the board for a while, even acting as chairman before this interim CEO role. He has spent over 30 years in leadership positions within the healthcare industry, working with companies like Photonic Incorporated, A.V.I.T.A Medical Incorporated, and G Healthcare Technologies Incorporated. His background suggests a strong focus on commercial and operational expertise, which is exactly what a company often looks for in a CEO, especially one aiming to drive growth. Now, the filing also mentions that Mr. Vance's appointment was not based on any special agreements with other people, and he does not have any close family ties to current executives or directors. This is standard information to ensure transparency. He also doesn't have any direct financial stake in any transactions that need a special disclosure. Let's talk about his compensation because this is where it gets particularly interesting. Mr. Vance and the company have entered into an employment agreement. His annual base salary will be $702,000, and this will be looked at every year. The agreement is set for an initial term of 3 years with automatic 1-year extensions. This means he is expected to be there for a good while. He is also eligible for a significant equity grant. This includes a mix of restricted stock units, or RSUs, and stock options, collectively worth around $2.5 million. On top of that, there is another RSU award valued at about $825,000. However, there is a crucial condition here. These equity awards are not fully his just yet. They depend on him staying with the company and, importantly, on the approval of AVITA Medical stockholders at their annual meeting in 2027. So, while he is getting these grants, they are tied to future performance and shareholder approval. The RSUs and stock options will vest over 3 years, meaning he gets a portion of them each year. But the first chunk only becomes fully his after the shareholders give their okay at the 2027 meeting. He also has a bonus opportunity. He can earn up to 80% of his base salary as a bonus, but this is tied to achieving specific individual and company performance goals that the board will set. This structure aligns his incentives with the company's success. Regarding termination, the company can let him go without cause by giving him written notice and paying him what he is owed according to the agreement. If the company terminates him without cause, or if he resigns for good reason, he is eligible for severance. This includes a prorated bonus for the time he worked that year, 18 months of his base salary, and 18 months of reimbursement for his health insurance premiums known as COBRA. However, to receive these severance benefits, he needs to sign a release of claims, which means he agrees not to sue the company. The full details of this employment agreement are in Exhibit 10.1 to this report, so if you want every single detail, that is where you would look. In addition to Mr. Vance's appointment, Jan Stern-Reed was appointed as the chair of the board of directors, effective immediately. She was previously serving as the lead independent director since October 2025, and with this new role, that specific position has been terminated. This signifies a shift in leadership structure at the very top. Now, let us touch on the Regulation FD disclosure. This section basically talks about how the company announced these changes publicly. On the 30th of April 2026, A.V.I.T.A Medical Incorporated released a press announcement about Mr. Vance and Ms. Reed's appointments. This press release is attached as Exhibit 99.1. This is how they officially communicated these significant leadership updates to the public and the market. Finally, we have the exhibits. These are the supporting documents for the filing, and here they are. Exhibit 10.1 is the Executive Employment Agreement between the company and Cary Vance. Exhibit 99.1 is the press release dated the 30th of April 2026, and there is also Exhibit 104, which is the cover page interactive data file. And that brings us to the signatures. This confirms the report has been duly authorized. David O'Toole, the Chief Financial Officer, signed off on this report. Alright, looking at these changes, A.V.I.T.A Medical Incorporated is making a clear move to solidify its leadership, bringing in Cary Vance as permanent CEO, especially after he has been acting in an interim capacity, suggests confidence in his ability to lead the company forward. The substantial equity grant, though subject to shareholder approval, shows a significant commitment to him. The appointment of Jan Stern-Reed as chair of the board also indicates a strategic restructuring at the highest level. The news about reimbursement resets and a path to profitability by 2026, as mentioned in recent headlines, implies that Vance is coming in at a pivotal time for the company. His experience in the healthcare industry and with medical technology companies will be critical. The focus now will be on how he executes his strategy and whether he can indeed steer A.V.I.T.A Medical towards its projected break-even. A key risk I am watching is the shareholder approval for his equity awards. If shareholders do not approve the grants, it could signal a disconnect or perhaps a lack of confidence in the compensation structure, which might impact executive morale or future hires. What I am actually looking for is how these leadership changes translate into tangible operational and financial results in the coming quarters, especially following the positive outlook on reimbursement and profitability. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description.